notebook. Okay, I want you to write down everything here. Okay, spherical coordinates. So before this, we have rectangular coordinates. Okay, let us recall back. We have rectangular coordinates. Coordinates, which is x, y, z, isn't it? And then we also have cylindrical coordinates. Cylindrical. We have r, theta, and z. Okay, right now we are focusing on spherical coordinates. Okay, for spherical coordinates, we will have the function in terms of f, pula. The coordinate is rho, theta, and phi. Okay, this is the spherical coordinates. Rho, okay, the names for this symbol is rho. Okay, RHO, rho. And this is theta. Okay, theta, THETA. And then this is phi. Okay. Now I would like to explain about the formula for each of these parameter, each of these variable. Okay. So first of all, we have, of course, we have rho. Sorry. Number one. Okay, let's say we start with, okay, rho squared. Okay, rho squared is equals to x squared plus y squared plus z squared. Okay, and then we will have, let's say now we have r. Okay, let us recall. What is r in cylindrical? Kalau cylindrical, r equals to what, guys? Dalam cylindrical. Kita dah belajar last week. R equals to what in cylindrical? Kalau convert to rectangular. R adalah apa? R equals to apa dalam rectangular? Daripada R ni cylindrical coordinate. So kalau convert rectangular, R equals to what? What's the formula of R?
X squared plus y squared.
X squared plus y squared, right? Okay, good. So we will have like this. R equals to, before this kita ada R equals to square of x squared plus y squared. Okay, but in spherical, R equals to rho sine phi. Okay, rho sine phi. Okay, so please write this down. R equals to rho sine phi. And then, now guys, we will have x. Okay, x in spherical. Okay, kalau in cylindrical, let us recall back, x equals to what in rectangular, from cylindrical to rectangular? X equals to R what? Kalau dalam, yeah, it's R sin ke R cos?
Cos.
Cos, right? Okay, good. R cos theta, and then y equals to R sin theta, isn't it? Okay, so in this case, all right, in this case for spherical, we will have x equals to, okay, since R adalah rho sin phi, so we will have rho sin phi cos theta. Okay, because this is, ni rho sin phi ni adalah you all punya R tadi tu. This is your R. Okay, so kalau kita tengok dalam formula cylindrical, kita ada x equals to r cos theta, isn't it? So that's why in spherical it becomes rho sin phi cos theta. Sebab rho sin phi itu adalah r. Understand? Saya relatekan dengan cylindrical dan rectangular. You got this. Kenapa dia jadi macam ni? Faham?
Yes, substitute.
Yes.
Okay, still substitute. Yes, good. Okay, next we will have y. Okay, y should be in spherical. Ah, jadi apa?
Rho sin
Ah,
rho
betul.
sin
Rho sin phi.
P
Lepas tu?
sin theta.
Yes, sin theta. Okay, rho sin phi, sin theta. Why? Because rho sin phi is actually your R. So guys, sebenarnya dia tak perlu hafal banyak pun. Kalau you faham konsep dia convert ni, you dah boleh tangkap lah. Okay? And then next, we also have, okay, in cylindrical, before this, we have cylindrical ke? Okay, before this, kalau cylindrical, Z equals to Z and Z, isn't it? Kalau dalam cylindrical, subtopik last week, Z sama dengan Z kan? Okay, however, guys, however, in spherical, Z equals to rho cos phi. Okay? Z equals to rho cos phi. That's the formula of Z in spherical coordinates. Okay, so now what happened? We will have, okay, tangent phi. Tangent phi is actually equals to R over Z. Okay, kenapa R over Z ni guys? Because, okay, let me explain about this. Tangent phi ni kan equivalent to sin phi over cos phi kan? Okay, sekejap Okay. Kalau you tengok, R over Z ni, R is this one. Yang ni, rho sin phi. So dia akan jadi rho sin phi. Okay, over Z. Z is this one, rho cos phi. So divides by rho cos phi. Okay, so this rho can be cancelled. And then dia jadi sin phi over cos phi. Okay, so that's why dia jadi tangent phi. Understand kenapa timbulnya formula ni? Sin over cos of course equals to tangent kan? Understand guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
next we will have, okay, selain daripada tangent phi, okay guys, saya explain sikit Rho ni, okay, rho ni adalah actually the radius of sphere. Okay, radius of sphere. Theta is angle. We already learned in cylindrical and rectangular in cylindrical coordinates. We have theta is angle on the xy plane, x axis dengan y axis. And then phi ni pun angle, sudut juga. Okay, but the phi is from z axis. Okay, I will explain about this later. Now, kita ada formula apa lagi dalam spherical? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Number 6, we also use this, okay, the cylindrical formula tu, tangent theta equals to y over x. Ni dalam cylindrical lah, kita dah belajar last week. Okay, what else? Okay, guys, now theta. Theta is actually the angle from 0 until 2 pi. Okay, and then phi pula, formula seterusnya, phi is from 0 until pi only. Maksudnya yang the maximum values of phi should be until pi. Okay, let me explain through this graph of a sphere. Okay, a sphere like this. Let's say you have this sphere ni. Saya nak explain pasal ni dua ni. Pasal this two. Oh, wait a minute. Let me... Okay. This one, guys, theta. Catat sikit we refer to x-axis and y-axis. And y-axis. And then for phi, we refer to z-axis. Okay. Okay, so let's say we have a sphere like this. Saya nak explain kedudukan, the position of phi dengan theta sekarang ni. We have X, we have Y, we have Z. Okay, and then let's say this is a complete sphere. Sphere yang complete, lengkap. Dia ada atas, dia ada bawah. Okay. So the values here is rho actually, the values of rho. Okay, rho tu means the radius of sphere. Okay, so dengan dari rho lah. And then now guys, I'm going to use the red color. Okay, red color ni is for theta. Okay, angle theta. Theta is from x axis and y axis. Okay, kita tengok pada faksi x dengan y. So we start from the front to the back until here. So dia satu pusingan. Macam tu. Tebal sangat. Okay. From the front to the back and then we go here. Macam tu. Dia adalah 360 darjah pusingan dia macam tu. Ni. We turn around like that. Okay, the red color. That is for angle theta. Okay, theta. Alright. Now I'm going to use the blue color for phi. Okay, phi is z-axis. Okay, phi is z-axis. So how do we identify the phi? Okay, if you refer to this sphere, okay guys, we measure phi starting from positive z-axis, starting from above here, from this point, paksi z positive. Sampailah paling maksimum dia sampai ke bawah ni. Okay, this is your phi. Alright, macam badan kita guys, just like us, ourselves, human, we can turn around until 360 degrees. If we turn lawan arah jam kan, kita boleh pusing badan kita keliling macam kita pusing badan kita ni. However, okay, so kalau you kena anggap macam ni, theta tu ibarat you pusing badan you 360 darjah. Okay, however for phi, let's say you tunduk ke depan, sampailah you boleh tunduk kepala you sampai kaki je, right? Until 180 degrees sahaja. Until pi je, 180 degrees. You tak boleh pusing patah balik kan? Unless kalau you gymnast kan? Kalau kita sebagai human biasa ni, manusia biasa ni, kita hanya boleh sampai 180 darjah je. Maksudnya kalau for the Muslim, biasa kita rukuk in your salat, right? So kalau kita tunduk tu 90 darjah, 90 degrees. Okay, kalau kita tunduk lagi sampai kaki itu 180 degrees. So that is your phi. Understand the concept? Boleh faham guys? Phi ni paksi Z. Ingat, phi is Z axis. But for theta macam biasalah, X dan Y axis sampai 360 darjah pun boleh, tak ada masalah. Theta tak ada isu. Tapi kalau phi dia mesti 0 until pi maksimum. Dia mesti sebelah je. Macam tu. So kalau lah let's say if the question said that phi is from 0 until pi over 2, this means a hemisphere. Okay, maksudnya hemisphere sebab dia separuh je 90 darjah. Tapi kalau dia kata phi daripada 0 sampai 180 degrees, maksudnya dia ada upper hemisphere dengan lower hemisphere lah. This is upper hemisphere and lower hemisphere. Lower hemisphere. Understand the concept?
Yeah.
Can you differentiate between theta and phi? Boleh bezakan theta dengan phi Okay, so now let's take a look at exercise 4.6.3. Okay, exercise 4.6.3. So let us do some of these exercises. Okay, I believe for convert points, just substitute the formula, doesn't matter. So let us do question number 3. Okay, question number 1, number 2, very simple. You can just substitute the formula. Okay, let's do question number 3. An equation of a surface is given in spherical coordinates. Okay, we have rho equals to square root of 5. So we need to change this into rectangular coordinates. Okay, rectangular coordinates. So we will have question 3a. We have rho equals to square root 5. So rectangular coordinates means x, y, z, isn't it? So bila x, y, z, rho ni kita kena tukar lah. Kita tahu dah formula rho tadi adalah rho squared equals to x squared plus y squared plus z squared. Here. Okay, so now we have only rho. Therefore, okay, we will have, oops, sorry, x squared plus y squared plus z squared square root of, isn't it? Equals to square root 5. Okay? Understand, guys? Or you can also write this way, x squared plus y squared plus z squared equals to 5 lah. Macam tu. So kalau disuruh sketch the surface kan, sketch the surface. Okay, so if we sketch the surface, it will be looks like this. Okay, a sphere with radius 5. Ni 5, 5 at the front, x is 5, at the back should be negative 5 lah. Up here z axis should be 5, down here negative 5, and then y kat sini near negative 5 lah. Okay, so next question 3b. Okay, 3b. We have phi equals theta equals to pi over 4. Okay, theta equals to pi over 4. Ni bentuk apa ni? Previously, if we refer to the formula, we have this, isn't it? Tangent theta equals to y over x. Okay, so tangent theta equals to y over x. So tangent pi over 4 equals to y over x. Can you give me the values of tangent pi over 4 equals to what? Tangent pi per 4 sama dengan? Nak final exam lagi 2 minggu lagi. Benda ni basic ni. Tak hafal lagi. Tangent 45 darjah. Jadi berapa ni?
1.
1. Yes, very good. So we have 1 equals to y over x. Therefore, y equals to x. Dia suruh sketch kan? Sketch lah. So dia jadi macam ni. Paksi x dengan y ni. A straight line lah kan? Kalau 2D. Kalau 2D dia jadi macam ni. We have x and y. Dia suruh sketch. Okay, dia suruh sketch the surface. Surface 3D lah. So the surface 3D. We have x, y, and z. So y equals to x. Of course, the straight line lah. And then it should be parallel along z axis. Dia macam tu. So 45 darjah ni kat mana? Pi over 4. Start from, okay, so I use red color. Start from x axis until here, pi over 4. Theta equals to pi over 4. Okay, understand guys? This is y equals to x. Garisan ni. Understand? Faham ke tak?
Yes.
Cuba respon. Yang takut sangat nak respon tu kenapa? Masa banjir dah ke? You all ni. Relax lagu 2 minggu dia lagi. Lepas tu dah habis dah semester ni. Okay, 3C. Question 3C. Okay. Phi equals to pi over 4. Phi equals to pi over 4. Apa formula phi tadi? Spherical, phi. Phi equals to apa ni? Kita akan guna formula mana ni? Sepanjang-panjang banyak formula ni. You nak guna formula
R
mana
over
ni?
Z.
R over Z. Yes, very good. Good formula. Very good. Yes. Tangent phi equals to r over z. Okay, good. So we will have tangent phi equals to uh, r over z. Okay, kita guna formula ni. So we have pi over 4. So tangent pi over 4 equals to r over z. Okay, so we know that tangent pi over 4 is equivalent to 1. Question number 2 tadi kan? So equals to r over z. Kalau you tekan calculator, you akan dapat 1, right? So here we have z equals to r. Okay, so bentuk apa ni? Equation ni bentuk apa ni? Z equals to r ni. You tukarlah pada rectangular coordinates. Kalau you tak sure kan? So z equals to r. R in rectangular coordinate is square root of x squared plus y squared, isn't it? So according to this equation, this is a what? Bentuk apa ni? You all dah belajar daripada chapter 1 ni. Guys, come on guys. What shape is this? 3D.
Hemisphere.
Nice try, but that's not the answer. Thank you for responding me. Any more? Guess? Teka-teka, bentuk apa ni?
Parabola.
Tak juga.
Cone.
Cone, yes, this is a cone. This is a cone. So lepas ni guys, kalau you jumpa lah phi equals to pi over 4 ni, confirm dia bentuk cone dalam spherical. Okay, this is a cone. So we will have, okay, nanti saya show kan, kenapa bila phi equals to pi over 4, dia membentuk cone. Okay, you salin je ni. Copy and you have to understand this. Okay. We will have a cone. Why? Because, okay, ni saya padam sekejap. Dia terlalu ke atas sangat ni. Macam tu. Okay, why we have a cone like this? Okay, as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to use blue color. Phi is starting from z-axis sampailah ke garisan graf kita tu. Okay, starting from z-axis. So, starting from z-axis until here. Okay, starting from z-axis until here. So, this is your phi equals to pi over 4. That's why phi equals to pi over 4 is a cone. Understand? Yeah, eh?
Yes.
Okay, good. Very good. Okay, now, okay, settle. So let's take a look at the other question. Okay, question number 4. We have a surface, rectangular coordinates. Okay, find the spherical. Okay, we are given rectangular coordinates, so we need to find the spherical coordinates. Okay, the equation, we need to change the equation into spherical coordinates. Question Z is quite simple. Question A ni, Z equals to 5. Z equals to 5. Z tadi apa? Rho cos phi, isn't it? So we have 5, therefore rho equals to 5 over cos phi. So this is equivalent to rho equals to 5 secant phi. Okay, secant lah. Sebab dia 1 over cos kan. So secant phi. Macam tu. Okay, let's say question B. We have y equals to 1. Tadi apa formula y dalam spherical? Can you give me the formula of y in spherical? Apa?
E sines P.
Rho sine phi and sine theta. Yes, equals to 1. So this is rho equals to 1 over sine phi and then multiply by 1 over, of course lah, 1 over cos pula. Sin phi and sin theta lah kan. So dia akan jadi rho 1 over sin phi is cosecant phi, 1 over sin is cosecant theta. So rho equals to cosecant phi and cosecant theta lah for question B. Alright, question C. C equals to 2x squared plus y squared tu. Z equals to 2x squared plus y squared. For me, okay, I will rather change this into 2r squared first. Okay, jadi 2r squared. So bila 2r squared, Z ni adalah rho cos phi. And then R is rho sin phi, isn't it? Ni kuasa 2 lah, of course. Okay, so dia jadi rho cos phi equals to 2 rho squared sin phi, sin squared phi lah. Bila you expand kan. So rho squared bahagi rho, so we will have rho sin squared phi equals to, okay, let's say like this lah, rho cos phi, saya ubah position dia. So yang ni can be cancel. This one and this one. So we will have rho equals to 1 over 2 cos phi over sin squared phi, isn't it? Which is equals to rho cos phi bahagi sin phi darab 1 per sin phi lah kan. Sebab sin squared kan. So dia jadi apa ni? 1 over 2 cos over sin
Cotangent.
cotangent, yes. Cotangent phi yang 1 over sin dia jadi?
Cosec.
Yes, cosecant phi. Okay? Understand? Okay, so I think we can try the rest of the questions. Okay, now we go to subtopic 4.6.4. Ni paling important ni. 4.6.4, triple integrals in spherical coordinates. Integrals in spherical coordinates. Okay, before I explain about spherical, let us recall what we already learned before in rectangular coordinates. Okay, one by one. I will use the blue color for recall. Okay, recall balik. Rectangular coordinates. We have region G, isn't it? And then we will have f, x, y, z, dv. Okay, so that's what we have in general. Okay, and then dv, dv in rectangular coordinate is either dz dy dx or dz dx dy, either one lah. Okay, that is for rectangular coordinates. And then we have cylindrical coordinate. Last week kita belajar cylindrical coordinates. Okay, triple integrals in cylindrical coordinates kita ada again region G, but our function in the middle should be fr, theta, and z. Okay, what happened dv in cylindrical coordinates? Kita ada berapa terms in cylindrical, guys?
3.
Itu kalau polar.
3.
Polar 3 r d theta. How about cylindrical? We will have 4. Okay, we will have r dz dr d theta. Dia ada 4 terms ni. R dz dr d theta. 4 terms. Okay, yang 3 tadi tu betul. Itu untuk polar, double integral in polar, yes 3. RB theta sahaja. However, in triple integrals involving cylindrical coordinates, we have 4 terms. Okay, so now I'm going to use the black color for spherical coordinates. Spherical coordinates. Our subtopic today, we will have triple integrals. Okay, our function should be f rho theta and phi. Okay, guys, f rho theta and phi, and then we will have 5 terms. Okay, ada 5 terms. Ini adalah dv dalam cylindrical kan? Ini dv dalam cylindrical. Okay, dv dalam spherical, you will have 5 terms. Okay, salin ni. You will have rho squared sin phi d rho d theta d phi. You ada 5. Ini you all punya dv, 5 terms. Rho squared sin phi d theta d phi. Ni 5 terms, 5 beradik ni. Kalau spherical dia 4 beradik, kalau spherical dia 5 beradik. Dia ada rho squared, dia ada sin phi. Number 1 rho squared. Second dia ada sin phi, sin phi dia ada d rho, d theta and d phi. Okay guys, actually you can switch the position of d phi and d theta. Sometimes we can have d phi, d theta. Okay, either one lah, dua boleh sebab dia just angle kan. Sometimes we have d theta, d phi. Sometimes we can have d phi, d theta. Okay, so for this case, the inner limit should be rho 1, rho 2 lah. Okay, and then here since we have theta, so theta 1, theta 2, and then we have phi 1, phi 2. So 5 beradik tu. Okay, so now let us solve question number 1. We take the simplest question first so that you can understand the basic concept of spherical coordinates, triple integral in spherical coordinates. Okay, exercise 4.6.4. Exercise. Okay, question number 1. Sketch the region G and evaluate the iterated integral. Okay, this question is easy because the question already given in spherical coordinates. Okay, so what you should do now is just we need to sketch because the question asks you to sketch the region G. Like previous subtopics, region G is 100% from your limit. Okay, 100% from the limit. Don't get bothered with the function in the middle of integration. Okay, we just refer to the limit to sketch the region. Okay, so now from the limit, we have rho equals to 2, isn't it? Okay, rho equals to 0 until 2. So, of course, rho equals to 2. And then we also have a phi. Okay, yang ni dia phi dulu. Kalau you tengok, dia phi dulu. So, this should be your phi. Okay, so your phi should be from 0 until pi over 2. And then your theta, okay, the green color, theta is from 0 until pi. So theta from 0 until pi. Okay, so from here, we know that phi equals to 2 is actually a sphere, isn't it? A sphere with radius 2. Kan? So kita pun sketch lah graph tu. Okay, sketch the sphere. We have x-axis, y, and z-axis. Okay, so we have this sphere. Equals to 2. However, guys, we have ni, you perhatikan balik, you punya phi ni, phi is from 0 until pi over 2. So what can you say from this interval of phi? Sampai 90 darjah je guys. So what happened? Phi kita refer pada paksi apa?
Z.
Z. So dia sampai 90 darjah sahaja. Until 90 degrees. So what happened?
Hemisphere.
Half, yes, half. Sampai sini je kan. Phi until pi over 2. So we don't have the lower part of that sphere. So we can erase this. Erase yang bawah ni dia tak ada. Sebab phi sampai pi over 2 saja. Okay, now look at your theta. Tengok theta pula. Theta is from 0 until pi. So apa maksud 0 until pi ni? Okay, theta tengok pada paksi apa? Refer to which axis?
X, Y.
X dengan Y kan? So starting daripada depan kan? Right? In the front sebab start daripada paksi X. So X daripada depan sampai ke mana pi tu? Sampai ke mana? Start daripada X sampai mana? Nak dapat pi tu? 180 degrees.
Negative X. Negative
Yes,
X.
until negative X. Sampai belakang je kan? Sampai sini je. Okay, so theta equals to pi. Ni theta equals to pi ni. Daripada depan paksi X ni sampai belakang. Sampai situ je. Okay, so which means that we don't have this part. Sebelah kiri tak ada. Sebab kita hanya ada sebelah kanan sahaja. Okay, sebab dia sampai pi je. Kalau 360 degrees, yes, kita boleh sampai sebelah kiri, on the left. However, our angle from 0 until pi only. So, we are actually have only quarter of the sphere. So, kalau saya sketch balik graf ni, berdasarkan limit yang diberi, okay, I will put the arrow here. If I will sketch the curve, saya buat step by step ni guys, supaya you faham konsep dia kenapa macam ni, kenapa macam ni. Okay, so sebenarnya berdasarkan limit yang diberi tu, kita hanya ada a quarter of the sphere. Okay, suku je. So kita akan start lukis tu macam ni. Okay, daripada depan 2 ke belakang, negative 2. And then we have this. Okay, we have this. And sampai sini je. This is the quarter of the sphere. And this is the region R lah, of course. Okay, so this is your region G. The whole thing is region G. And then macam biasalah, yang bawah ni adalah region R. Understand?
Yes.
Okay, so let us proceed with the calculation. Okay guys, baru nak calculate ni Okay, apa dia punya formula? Rho cube sin phi cos phi. Okay. So we will have, okay, question number 1, triple integration. Oops, saya pakai marker warna hitam. From 0 until pi, 0 until pi over 2, we have 0 until 2 rho cube. Rho cube sin phi cos phi d rho d phi d theta. Okay, kalau you perhatikan, if you look at this integral, can you find the 5 terms? 5 terms yang tadi ni, 5 terms ni. Rho squared sin phi d rho d theta d phi. Okay, of course lah. Ni d rho 1, 2, 3. Sin phi 4. And then rho squared, right? Yang dalam ni dia ada rho cube. So actually, the function is rho cos phi lah sebenarnya. Faham tak maksud saya? It's something like this.
Semula ada.
Dia macam ni. Okay. Ni yang tengah-tengah ni kan sepatutnya saya kata dia kena ada 5 terms tu kan? Ni, 5 terms ni kan? 5 terms tu sebenarnya dah ada dalam ni. Dia seolah-olah macam ni guys. Function kita, okay, function kat tengah-tengah tu dia adalah rho cos phi darabkan dengan rho squared sin phi d rho d phi d theta. Contoh. Okay, so yang 5 beradik tu, 5 terms tadi tu adalah ni, rho squared sin phi 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So ini, this one, yang ni adalah, oh sorry. Yang ni adalah you punya F rho theta phi. Faham tak?
Faham.
Understand?
Yeah.
Understand guys? Okay, good. Okay, so let's proceed. Jom. So 0 anti pi over 2. Of course, kita nak integrate rho cube lah. We want to integrate rho cube. So integrate rho cube, we will get rho to the power of 4 over 4. So we will have 0 until 2 sin phi cos phi d rho d phi d theta. Okay, and then so 2 to the power of 4 is actually 2, 0, 4, 16. 16 bagi 4, 4 kan? So we can take out the coefficient 4, the constant 4. Okay, so 0 until 4 pula lah. 0 until pi, 0 until pi over 2 sin phi cos phi d theta. Okay, sebab yang ni, this one is equivalent to 4. 2 to the power of 4 is 16 divided by 4, we get 4 lah. Okay, so now, how do we integrate this? Guys, we need to use substitution. Okay, so we let u equals to sin phi. So differentiate u, we will get cos phi d phi. Okay, so when theta equals to pi over 2, we will have sin pi over 2. Sorry, saya tertinggal. So u equals to sin pi over 2 is equals to 1. And then when theta equals to 0, we will have u equals to sin 0 is 0 lah, of course. So let us proceed. We will have 4, 0 until pi, and then integration. Look here, we will have pi over 2 is equivalent to 1. So we put 1 as the upper limit and the lower limit 0 becomes 0 lah. Maintain je lah 0 tu. And then sin phi. Okay guys, sin phi is actually your u. Okay, sin phi is your u, so we have u. Okay, now cos phi d phi. Cos phi d phi is actually your du. Okay, look here. Cos phi d phi is du. So letaklah du and then d theta. So integrate u with respect to u. We will have 4 u squared over 2, substitute 1, 0 d theta. So we will have 1 over 2, right? So 0 until, so 4, 0 until pi, 1 over 2 d theta lah. So of course you akan dapat 2, integrate 0 until pi d theta. So of course we will have 2 theta, substitute 0 and pi. Then we will get 2 pi. Okay, so that's the answer. Understand? Understand the steps, guys?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So next question. Okay, question number 2. Okay, question number 2. We have a spherical coordinate. Okay, use spherical coordinates to find the volume of the solid bounded above. Okay, you have to highlight the keywords. Bounded above by the sphere and below by the cone. Okay, so let us sketch the region G first. So our region G should be Region G tu maksudnya solid solid kita lah. So it should be like this. X, Y, and Z. So we have a sphere with radius 3. So let's say this is the sphere. The complete sphere like this and like this. So equals to 3. So 3 here. And then we have a cone. Cone, let's say I use blue color. So cone here. Okay, this is the cone. Okay, dia kata bounded below, bounded above by the sphere. Okay, I'm going to highlight the region. So here, bounded above by the sphere, and then bounded below by the cone. Below by the cone. So we have an ice cream cone, isn't it? Okay, this is your phi. Ni phi awak ni. Phi equals to pi over 4. You have an ice cream cone, right?
Yes.
Okay, so now, okay, let's say kalau saya sketch balik lah region ni kan. Contohnya, if I re-sketch the region. Tujuan saya re-sketch ni just untuk bagi you faham je sebenarnya. That's why saya buat step by steps. Okay, suppose dia adalah region ni macam ni je lah. Oops, sorry. We have X, Y, and Z. So we have a region like this. This cone. Macam tu, okay. So this is phi equals to pi over 4. Alright. Now this is region G, guys, region G. Okay. If you look from above, we can have region R, isn't it? Region R kita bentuk apa kalau kita tengok daripada atas?
Circle.
Circle. Okay, good. We can have this circle. Okay, this circle. Saya buat dotted je sebab dia just bayang-bayang je. So, this bayang-bayang is the region R lah. Region R. Okay. Ada tujuan kenapa saya buat region R ni. Region R ni biasanya to know the limit for theta. Sebab kita nak tahu pada paksi XY dia sampai mana. Okay, biasanya kita lukis region R untuk tahu the limit for theta lah. Okay, so now, right, we have radius of the sphere equals to 3 up here. Okay, so jom kita start kita punya calculation ni. Dia nak apa tadi? Volume kan? Find the volume. Okay guys, kalau volume, recall balik yang kita dah belajar. Volume, tengah-tengah ada function tak? Ni triple integral, tengah-tengah ni ada function tak? Kalau volume.
Tak ada.
Tak ada. Okay, equals to 1, isn't it? We don't have any function in the middle. Okay, so let's proceed. Find the volume equals to triple integration. Okay, we have rho. Rho start from 0 until 3. And then from this region ni, for phi. Phi is from 0 until what? Phi. Wahai pelajar-pelajar kesayanganku semua. Phi sampai mana?
Pi over 4.
Pi over 4 lah. Ni, pi over 4. Okay. So we have pi over 4. How about theta? Theta from 0 until?
2 pi.
2 pi, yes, 2 pi. Unless kalau kecuali soalan tu kata in the first octant only. So dia hanya nak suku ice cream je. So bila suku ice cream, you akan jadi 0 until pi over 2 lah. Dia berbeza So dalam soalan ni dia consider the whole ice cream cone lah. All right, so we can have this. Okay, now the function in the middle is equivalent to 1. Okay, because we are calculating the volume, remember that. And then we have what? 5 terms tadi tu, 5 terms tu. We have apa 5 terms tadi? 5 beradik tu untuk spherical.
Row square,
Rho square,
theta,
sin phi, d
sin phi.
rho, yes, d rho, d phi, d theta. You also can have d theta, d phi. It's up to you lah. Kalau you nak tukar position boleh. So it will be like this. Kenapa 1? Because we have volume. So volume means the formula. Ni saya tulis sikit lah. Kan you lupa lagi. Ni kalau volume, F rho theta phi equals to 1. Okay. So let us proceed with the calculation. We have 0 until 2 pi, 0 until pi over 4. Okay, so integrate rho squared becomes rho cubed over 3. So substitute 0 and 3. Sin phi d rho, d rho dah tak ada dah lah. D phi d theta. So 3 kuasa 3, 27 divided by 3 should be 9. So 9 can be taken out. We have 0 until 2 pi. 0 until pi over 4 sin phi d theta. So integrate sin, we will get what? Integrate sin dapat?
Negative cos.
Yes, negative phi. Okay, good. So 0 until pi over 4 d theta. Okay, so let us substitute 9, 0 until 2 pi. Negative cos pi over 4 minus negative cos 0 d theta. So cos pi over 4 is actually 1 over square root 2. Or if you use your calculator, it should be 1 over square root 2, square root 2 over 2. Yeah, square root 2 over 2. And then minus minus, this one becomes 1. So we will have 9, 0 until 2 pi. So negative n. Negative square root 2 over 2 plus 1 d theta. This is just a constant. So it can be taken out. Okay, you boleh bawa keluar ni. So we can have 9, 1 minus square root 2 over 2 is actually equals to 1 over square root 2 lah. Either one. 0 until 2 pi d theta. So we will have 9, 1 minus 1 over square root 2. Theta substitute 2 pi 0. So we will have 1 minus 1 over square root 2 times 2 pi. So 2 times 9, we get 18 pi, 1 minus 1 over square root 2. Like this. So that's the answer. Okay, next question. Question number 3. Use spherical coordinates to find the volume of the solid that lies inside the sphere and outside the cones. Okay, first of all, can you give me the values of rho in this question? From here, x squared.
2.
Yes, very good, 2. X squared plus z squared plus y squared equals to 4. So rho squared equals to 4. Therefore, rho equals to 2. Okay, very good. And then we have, if you refer to this, inside sphere, outside the cones. Can you imagine, guys, the region Z? Boleh bayang tak? Inside sphere, dalam sphere, okay, tapi di luar cones, outside the cones. Boleh, dia ada sphere, lepas tu dia ada cone lagi. Cone tu satu cone ke dua cone? 1 or 2 cone?
2.
2 cones, yes, very good, 2 cones, okay. So we have X, Y and Z. Okay, jom kita tengok macam mana bentuk dia ni. First kali kita buat yang kat tengah dulu. Kita nak lukis sphere kan. Okay, so kita ada upper hemisphere. Oops, sorry. We have upper hemisphere. We have lower hemisphere. Okay, and then we also have cones. So first cone, upper cones, and then lower cones. Okay, where is the region, guys? Where should I shade the region?
Luar cone.
Luar cone, betul. Okay, outside the cone. So I'm going to use warna apa purple lah. Dia dekat luar cone ni. How about the upper part and lower part? Perlu tak shade region? Ni, atas ni. Perlulah kan? Sebab dia di luar cone. Tolak cone je tu kan? Understand?
Yeah.
Okay, so now let us proceed. Macam mana ni? Okay, row. Right. Now guys, you kena tahu, you have to know the values of phi. Okay, phi daripada paksi Z ni, sini ke sini, of course we know lah. Kan, the first phi. Tak nampak ni, saya guna marker pen. Let's say I'm use pink color. Ni daripada atas ke sini, we know lah, pi over 4 kan. How about this to here? Sampai ke garisan tu. Kita tak nampak guys. Sekejap. Saya pakai warna hijau. From here to here.
Pi tolak pi over 4.
Yes, very good. Pi minus pi over 4. Okay. So how do we know? Okay, from the codes, we have z squared equals to x squared plus y squared. So we will have z equals to r squared. Okay, so z equals to r lah, of course. Z equals to r. So tangent phi equals to r over z. So phi, tangent phi equals to 1. Sebab r sama dengan z ni kan? So sama dengan 1. So phi equals to shift tangent 1 equals to pi over 4. Okay, good. That is the first angle, the first phi. And then the second phi should be pi minus pi over 4. Kenapa pi? Sebab daripada atas sampai complete ke bawah tu adalah pi. So pi minus pi over 4 is 3 pi over 4. So that's your limit for phi. Okay, how about the limit for theta? Limit untuk theta daripada mana ke mana? Kita tengok daripada atas, kita nampak bentuk apa guys sebenarnya daripada atas, pandangan atas.
Bentuk bulat.
Bentuk bulat, yes. So theta automatically
2 pi.
yeah, 0 until 2 pi. Well done. So now let us proceed. Soalan ni volume lagi kan? Okay, volume. So jom. So volume equals to the limit rho daripada 0 until 2 lah, of course. Rho equals to 2 tadi kan? So 0 until 2. Phi from pi over 4 until 3 pi over 4. And then theta from 0 until 2 pi. So again, we don't have any function in the middle. So we just put 5 terms tadi tu. So rho squared sin phi d rho d phi d theta. So let us proceed. 0 until 2 pi, pi over 4, 3 pi over 4. So rho cube over 3, substitute 0 and 2. So you all ada apa ni? 2 kuasa 3, 8. 8 per 3. So 8 over 3 can be taken out. So we have this. So again, negative cos phi, substitute pi over 4, 3 pi over 4 d theta. So cos 3 pi over 4, I think this should be negative, and okay, negative 1 over square root 2. This one should be positive 1 over square root 2 lah. Okay, so we will have 8 over 3. Negative negative becomes positive 1 over square root 2 plus 1 over square root 2 d theta. So we have 2 over square root 2. Yes, so 8 over 3 times 2 over square root 2. All right, and then substitute. Mm, 0 until 2 pi theta, theta pula d theta. So we will have 16 over 3 square root 2 multiplied by 2 pi, isn't it? 2 pi, so kita akan dapat 32 pi over 3 square root 2, or this is equivalent to square root 2 cancel, 16 square root 2 pi over 3. Samalah antara dua tu. Okay, understand guys?
Yes.
Okay, so either one lah. Okay, good. So next question. Question number 4. Okay, from here you are given a rectangular coordinate dz, dy, dx. So you have to change into spherical coordinates. Okay, so let us solve this question. Question number 4. Okay. So we will have from here. Sikit. Question number 4. Z equals to, if I take this, okay, refer to the limit first, guys. Z equals to 0 until square root of 1 minus x squared minus y squared. So Z equals to this. So if you square both sides, of course you will get this. Isn't it? So now, yang atas ni adalah apa ni? This bentuk apa ni? Atas ni.
Hemisphere.
Yes, hemisphere. Okay, berdasarkan limit Z, we will have a hemisphere. Okay, but you have to refer to limit Y dengan X pula lah kemudiannya. Okay, kita tengok satu. So this one, X squared plus Z squared plus Y squared ni equals to rho squared equals to 1. Of course, rho equals to 1. Okay, next, Y dengan X. Okay, limit of y from 0 until square root of 1 minus x squared. Okay, so y equals to square root of 1 minus x squared. Okay, dia ada limit, saya buat dalam bentuk limit terus lah. So y from 0 until this, and then x from negative 1 until 1, negative 1 until 1. So negative 1, negative 1 until 1. Okay, so kalau ini region R tau. Y dengan X ni adalah region R kan? Region R. So kalau you lukislah region R ni, dia complete circle ke guys? Complete ke circle ni? Tak kan? Sebab y start from 0 sampai square root of 1 minus x squared means y only positive. Okay, only positive. So we will have this semicircle, isn't it? And then x from negative 1 until 1. So just a semicircle. Alright, this is your region R. Saya start daripada reverse dulu. Okay, so now betul ke hemisphere sebenarnya kita dapat 3D ni? So jom kita sketch kita punya region G. So region G. Okay, suppose we have hemisphere kan? You kata tadi hemisphere macam ni. Oh, sampai sini. Okay, dengan radius 1. However, your region R is semicircle. Region R here. Sini je. Isn't it? Sebab paksi x from 1 until negative 1. 1 until negative 1 at the back. Paksi y.
Halfkan lagi.
Yes, halfkan lagi. Yes, very good. Halfkan lagi. So you will have this. Quarter of the sphere actually. Halfkan lagi. Like this. So yang ni dah boleh padam. Dia tak ada ni. Okay, so that's the region G. Okay, so jom kita convert kepada spherical. Macam mana nak convert kepada spherical ni? Okay, saya salin balik lah. Okay, so negative 1 until 1, 0 until square root 1 minus x squared, 0 until square root of 1 minus x squared minus y squared, exponent negative x squared plus y squared plus z squared to the power of 3 over 2 dy, dz, dy, dx, dz, dy, dx. Okay, jom kita convert. Yang ni saya nak buang, remove. Delete. Okay. Let us convert one by one in spherical. Soalan nak spherical. So automatically row is from 0 until 1. Kan? Jari kita satu tadi kan? Ni. This one. Okay. How about the phi? Phi, according to this graph, phi is from 0 until
Pi over 2.
yes, until pi over 2. Well done. 0 until pi over 2. How about theta? Theta from 0 until
Pi.
pi. Yes, 0 until pi. Betul. So yang ni tadi, ni phi. Okay, so yang hijau phi sama dengan pi over 2. Okay, yang merah saya guna color merah. From here until here at the back, theta equals to pi. So 0 until pi. So jom. Ni apa benda pula ni? Betapa panjangnya formula x squared plus y squared plus z squared to the power of 3 over 2 ni. Convert dalam spherical. Equals to?
Rho square.
Rho squared to the power of 3 over 2, isn't it?
Yes.
So dia jadi rho cube. Okay, so exponent to the power of negative rho cube. Boleh terima? Understand?
Boleh.
Okay, so now ni yang tiga beradik kat belakang ni dia jadi apa? Ni. Tiga beradik ni jadi apa dalam spherical?
Rho square.
Yes, we have to multiply with that 5 terms tadi tu, 5 terms tadi tu. Okay, so dz, dy, dx in spherical dia ada 5 terms. Rho square, sin phi, d rho, d phi, d theta. Okay, ini baru convert. Sekarang kena calculate pula. Jom kita calculate. Kalau keluar final exam boleh jawab tak kan soalan macam ni? Disuruh convert kepada dia bagi integral in rectangular, you have to convert to spherical. Can you answer in final exam? Boleh kan?
InsyaAllah.
Yes, be positive. If you understand, everything can be easy. Sebenarnya benda ni kalau you faham mudah. Okay, now for this question, kita nak integrate. Okay, saya tertinggal ni. Tak boleh. Kita kena guna apa ni? Nak integrate row ni. We have row right here dengan here. So we need to use substitution, isn't it? So we let u equals to row cube. So differentiate u, we will have 3 row squared d row. Okay, 3 row squared d row. So we will have d row dia jadi du over 3 row squared. So next, when row equals to 1, u equals to 1 cube, so equals to 1 lah. When row equals to 0, we have u equals to 0 cube, so 0. Dia tak berubah. Okay, should be easy. So equals to 0 until pi, 0 until pi over 2, 0 until 1, dia akan jadi maintain jugalah 0 until 1 kan, sebab dia tak berubah. It doesn't change. Row 0, 0, 0. So, and then exponent negative u. Okay, row squared sine phi. Okay, d row. This d row is actually equals to du over 3 row squared. So we have du over 3 row squared d phi d theta. So this one can be cancelled. Row squared and row squared. So 1 over 3 can be taken out. And then exponent negative u. Dia jadi macam ni lah. So 0 pi over 2, 0 until 1. We will have exponent negative u du over 3. Macam tu. Okay, sin phi tu, tertinggal, sorry. Sin phi to maintain du over 3 d phi d theta. So integrate exponent negative u terhadap u ni. Dapat negatif eksponen u lah. Negatif eksponen negatif u kan. So we have, let's say 1 over 3 can be taken out. So 0 until pi, 0 pi over 2, exponent negative u, negatif kat depan. So we have 0, 1, d phi d theta. Tertinggal lagi. Sekejap, sin phi. D phi d theta. So dia akan jadi 1 over 3, 0 until pi, 0 pi over 2. Negative exponent negative 1 minus negative exponent 0. Sin phi d theta. So exponent 0 is 1. So jadi minus become plus. Therefore 1 over 3 is just a constant. So 1 minus exponent negative 1 like this. 0 until pi, 0 until pi over 2. So integrate sin, kita dapat apa?
Negative cos.
Okay, good. Negative cos. 0 sampai pi per 2 d theta. Cos pi over 2 minus negative cos 0 d theta. This one equals to 1, this equals to 0. So jadi 1 je lah. 0 plus 1, so becomes 1 lah kan. So we will have 1 minus exponent negative 1 maintain 0 until pi d theta. So integrate dapat pi. So the answer is pi over 3, 1 minus exponent negative 1. That's it. Okay, that's the answer. Okay, next question. Ni question nombor berapa tadi ni? Question number 4 dah. Okay, question number 5. Jom kita buat soalan nombor 5. Question 5. Apa tu? Bentuk tu. Look at the limit. Okay, ada dua ni. Ni soalan ni susah sikit. Z equals to, limit of Z equals to square root of x squared plus y squared. Okay, so we know that this is a cone. Cone, okay. And then we have Z equals to square root of.
Hemisphere.
Yes, very good.
Radius 4. Radius 2. Good.
Z equals to square root of 8 minus x squared minus y squared. Macam ni. This is a hemisphere. Okay. So, jom kita tengok macam mana ke bentuk dia ni. Okay, yang ni. Kalau saya convert, if I convert this is equals to R, isn't it? And then this one, if we have square both sides, Z squared equals to 8 minus x squared minus y squared. So, dia jadi x squared plus y squared plus x squared equals to 8. So rho squared equals to 8, therefore rho equals to square root of 8, isn't it? Okay, now macam mana saya nak combine these two? Because we are going to, I think no need. Okay, so let us sketch the graph. Jom kita sketch. We have this. Oh, before that, region R. Jom kita tengok region R dulu. So, region R pasti X dengan Y. We have X from 0 until square root of 4 minus Y squared. And then Y from 0 until 2. Okay, so from region R berdasarkan kedua-dua ni, so kalau saya sketch pasti X and Y, what happened guys? Is it a complete circle, semicircle or quarter circle?
Semicircle ke?
Semicircle Okay, kita tengok Yang ni kita tahu dah kan, X daripada from 0 until this one, betul? So maksudnya di sebelah kanan ke kiri? Right or left?
Kanan.
Kanan, okay good. On the right. So like this. Okay, radius dia 2 lah kan? Of course kan? Sebab apa 2? Sebab kalau you expand ni, X equals to square root of 4 minus Y squared. So X squared plus Y squared equals to 4. So R equals to 2, isn't it? So kat atas ni 2. Bawah ni negatif 2. Memenuhi tak ni guys? Y from 0 until 2. Not fulfill, right? Kita akan potong yang bawah ni. We should erase this. We just have a quarter circle. Okay? So like that, quarter circle. So bila quarter, what happened to the ni tujuan, apa tujuan kita buat region R ni? Nak dapatkan apa? Limit apa? Tadi saya explain tadi. Theta, yes. So theta for this question is from 0 until
pi over 2.
Yes, pi over 2. Okay, so limit of theta settle. Okay, now so let's go back to the region G, cone dengan hemisphere. Okay, jom kita buat region G. Okay, we have X, Y, and Z. We have a hemisphere. Okay, radius hemisphere tadi adalah square root 8, isn't it? Kan, square root 8 kita kira tadi kan, square root 8. Ni, mana tadi? Ni. Ni, rho equals to square root 8. And then we also have a cone. So, cone macam ni. Okay, however, kita punya region limit untuk X dengan Y tu dia bukan complete circle, guys. So, dia bukan the whole cone ice cream tau. Okay, so we just have a region R, suku je. So, kalau saya boleh sketch region R tu, dia ibarat macam ni, kat sini je. This is the region R. So, it seems that our cone ice cream is like this. Suku je. Macam tu. Sekejap Dia ibarat macam ni. Tak nampak, saya kena pergi balik. Oops. Okay, let me resketch. Saya resketch balik. I put this arrow here, region G ni. Saya nak bagi you faham. Dia bentuk macam mana sebenarnya. X, Y, and Z. Okay, we just have part of it. Dia macam ni. So, dia macam ni. Saya besarkan sikit lah. It like this. Okay, macam ni. Dan dia macam ni. Okay. And then like this. Macam tu. So, you open your region G tadi ni. Dia quarter circle. Macam tu. Ini adalah 2 and 2 here. Okay, X equals to 2. Y equals to 2 kan? Ni. 2 dengan 2. This is your region R. And then this is your region G. So the values here should be square root of 8. Macam tu. And now, what's the values of phi, guys? Phi berapa berdasarkan region G ni? Phi daripada part siapa?
Z.
Z. So,
0 until square root 8.
ni lah phi sayang, bukan phi. Phi equals to pi over 4 jugalah sebab dia cone kan tadi. Ni Z equals to X squared plus Y squared ni. Z equals to R kat sini. Z equals to R. Tangent phi equals to R over Z. So Z sama dengan R, jadi tangent phi sama dengan 1. Therefore, theta arctangent 1 sama dengan 45 darjah pi over 4. Okay, so your phi should be pi over 4. Rho dah tahu dah. Rho memang nilai dia ni. Ni nilai rho. Square root 8. Jom. So sekarang kita dah boleh convert dah lah. Okay, so jom kita convert. This 0 until 2 tadi kan. 0 until square root 4 minus y squared plus 2 square root of x squared plus y squared. Atas ni 8 minus x squared minus y squared. Kat dalam ni z squared. Di z dx dy. So jom equals to okay, berdasarkan kita punya ni, okay guys, rho kita daripada mana ke mana? What's the limit of rho? Rho always start from 0 lah kan, of course, sebab dia sphere dia satu je kan. So rho equals to 0 until rho equals to square root of 8 lah. Okay, sebab cone adalah merujuk kepada nilai, refer to the values of phi. Okay, so phi start from 0 until pi over 4. And then the angle theta, ni. This is the angle theta from 0 until pi over 2 lah. So theta from 0 until pi over 2. Faham ke tak guys? Kepening dah. You should understand guys.
Faham.
Okay, Z ni apa dalam spherical? You tak boleh letak Z. Z ni apa dalam spherical? In spherical, Z equals to? Sudah madam tanya Z pula. Z sama ke apa? Spherical. You kena convert spherical ni kan? Rho cos phi,
Rho
isn't it?
cos
Yes, rho cos phi. So rho cos phi square lah. So rho cos phi square. Darabkan dengan apa? Ni, don't forget. 3 beradik ni jadi 5 beradik.
rho
Yes.
square sin phi d.
Yes. Kau main panjang lagi. Di phi di theta. Like that. Jom proceed. 0 until pi over 2. 0 until pi over 4. And then 0 square root of 8. Rho square. Jadi rho to the power of 4. Cos squared phi sin phi d rho d phi d theta. So it becomes 0 until pi over 2. 0 until pi over 4. Rho to the power of 4 is rho to the power of 5 over 5. Substitute square root of 8, 0. Sin phi d theta. Punca kuasa 8, kuasa 5. What happened guys? Square root of 8 to the power of 5 ni sama dengan apa ni? Dia kuasa 8, so dia seolah-olah square root of 8 to the power of 4 darab square root of 8 kan? Square root of 8. So dia seolah-olah jadi 8 kuasa 2 lah kan? So dia 64 square root of 8. Betul-betul. Kalau saya ada salah, beritahu So it should be, this can be taken out, 64 square root of 8 over 5. Like that. 0 until pi over 2, 0 until pi over 4. Cos squared phi sin phi d theta. Macam mana nak integrate ni? Cos squared phi sin phi. We make a substitution, isn't it? So nak substitute, let u equals to what? Banyak dah soalan saya buat ni. So agak-agak macam mana ni? Saya nak dengar suara student ni. Macam mana? Let u equals to? Dah senyap ke?
Sin phi.
Macam ni guys. Saya bagi tips bila you nak guna substitution, when you want to use substitution, make sure when you differentiate that you can cancel. Okay? So bila kita nak let u here, okay, in this case, kita punya yang power tu adalah ni, this one, kuasa 2 ni. So nanti kita nak integrate kuasa 2 ni tau. So it better for you to choose let u equals to cos phi. Okay, cos phi. Like this. So differentiate u, we will have negative sin phi d phi. Okay, C, nanti you boleh cancel ni. Sin phi d phi jadi negative du. Okay, so now let's say I change the limit. Guys, limit ni not necessarily you change macam saya ni. You boleh change kemudian pun. It's up to you lah. Which one you comfortable. Okay? Tak kisah mana-mana pun. So when phi equals to pi over 4, so u equals to cos pi over 4, we will have 1 over square root 2. Okay. And then when phi equals to 0, we have u equals to cos 0, which is 1. So let us proceed. Equals to 64 square root of 8 over 5. Integrate 0 until pi over 2. So limit ni pi over 4 dia jadi 1 over square root 2 lah. So 1 over square root 2. And then limit of 0 dia jadi 1. So we put 1 here. And then cos squared theta becomes u squared. So this one is ni jadi du lah, negative du actually. Because we have negative sign here, so negative du. D theta. So negative 64 square root 8 over 5. 0 until pi over 2, the u cube and negative u cube over 3 lah. Substitute 1 over square root 2, 1. So d theta. So we have 64 square root of 8 divided by 5. 1 over 3 can be taken out, negative. Oops, saya letak negatif 1 over 3 kat luar terus lah senang. Negatif kat luar. So 1 over square root 2 ni kuasa 3 minus 1 kuasa 3 d theta like this. So we have 64 square root of 8 over 5. Oh, sorry. This is the equation. So 1 over 3 becomes positive. Negative masuk dalam. So we have 1 minus square root 2 to the power of 3. So we will have 1 over 2 square root 2 like this. Macam tu. So 0 until pi over 2 d theta. Okay, so we will have 64 over 15 lah kan. You darab dengan ni. Tu ketiga ni. So 1 minus 1 over 2 square root 2 darabkan dengan theta pi per 2. So pi over 2. So 64 bagi 2 ni boleh cancel. So dia akan jadi 32 pi over 15. 1 minus 1 over 2 square root 2. Kan? Betul kan? Square root 2. Oh, saya tertinggal square root 8. This one, square root 8. Panjang sangat. Sekejap So, square root 8. Ni pi. Okay, pi. 1 minus 1 over 2 square root 2 like this. Okay, you can leave your answer like this. Or if you want to simplify, kejap dia jadi 32 over 15 square root of 8 pi 2 over square root 2 minus 1, 2 over square root 2 like this. Okay, actually, square root of 8 ni, dia adalah square root 2 kuasa 3 tau. Okay, which is equals to 2 square root 2. Alright. So, we have over 15 2 times square root 2 times pi 2 square root 2 minus 1 over 2 square root 2 like this. So you can cancel this one dengan this one. So we can have 32 pi over 15 2 square root 2 2 square root 2 minus 1. Betul kan Cak? Ni question number 5. Tengok jawapan tadi. Question number 5. Okay. Saya check, saya takut silap. Question number 5 ni. Sama lah. Okay, just the same. Alright, this is the answer. Understand guys?
Yes.
Kan saya duduk buat seorang-seorang. Macam saya pula yang nak final exam. Duduklah buat benda ni. Okay. Ada masa lagi tak? We have, okay, 4 minutes. It's okay guys. I will give you the full solution of the rest of the question. So I think we should stop now. Okay, I will share with you the recorded video and also the complete solution later. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank